In hindsight, I realized I invited God on the journey in the middle of the trip rather than the beginning. Big mistake. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. If you haven't already, I want you to check out my business series on basically how to start a business. If you're someone that's a beginner and you want one-on-one information and just beginner steps, you're going to want to check out the series that I've created. See my link on this video, or you want to go and check out the videos I've had previously talking about vendors, how to talk to vendors. If you're a product-based business, this is for you. I know my business mainly detailed selling wigs and accessories in regards to that, but this is for any product-based business. You're going to want to hear this. You're going to want to be a part of this. I share things that people don't share, and again, this is free information for you to take in. So guys, check out the video. I started the conception of my business back in 2018, and the floor plan, the mapping, and that resort, right? What I would say, I was like, I didn't wake up one day and say, oh, I want a business, I want to start a business. I processed it, I thought about it, but I was like, I want to start something, I want to do something. What should I do? I loved wigs, I wore them all the time, and I'm like, I'm really good at this. My friends come to me in regards to details and specs and all of that stuff, so maybe I should start a wig business. Good idea, right? Well, it was a great idea, but the problem was that I didn't include God in the decision of starting that business. I kind of went on my own accord, and again, that's not a good thing. You want to consult God in regards to anything that you do. Let him be in the driver's seat of your ideas and let him give you the ideas, right? So for me, I was like, I'm going ahead, I'm going to create this business without really consulting God and really talking to him about that, and that was like a huge mistake for me. I realized after the fact in the journey that maybe it wasn't something that I was super passionate about, that I could create a long-term business in regards to that, but just the skill sets and the knowledge and the wisdom that I gained from that whole experience was incredible. Knowing how to start a business, knowing how to get vendors, knowing price points, knowing just so many markable things that you learn in the process of really trying to build something, right? It's crazy. Sometimes the most beautiful things come in the lessons of life when things don't exactly go the way that you want it to go. And I would say that in this business idea that I had, things didn't necessarily go the way that I wanted it to go, but I found myself actually helping other people who were trying to come up in regards to trying to build their own business, giving advice, giving the resources that I used, giving out some of the wrongs and the pros that came about what I learned through my business. So yes, in hindsight, I went through some stuff, but I also gained a lot in regards to that. But again, I would say go back to the source, which is the creator, and ask him, fast and pray, and really ask God to download things into your spirit. Really ask God to lead you. Really ask God if this is an area where you should pursue. Really speak to God and let him guide you. Let him be in the driver's seat to show you. You do not want to be in a situation where you do something and you're like, wait a second, this isn't what I should be doing. I don't have the passion, I don't have the drive, I don't really think I want to do this. Anything with God, God will make a way. Your life is so much easier with God. Doors open, things open. It's sort of like when you're on a journey with walking with God, things are a lot easier. Rather than you creating opportunities for yourself, you trying to make a way for yourself, you just trying to do everything in your own accord. It gets tiring and it gets draining. But anything that is in alignment with God, bruh, things will open up, doors will open up, ideas will come, the creativity will flow. So again, my biggest advice to people would be, before you do anything, and it's beautiful to have, like ideas and dreams, but just make sure that God is the CEO and that you're consulting him and that you're walking with him and that he is primally in that seat with you on this journey. This is one of the analogy that really hit me for my business. So if any of you are married, if you think about it in this regard, so you go ahead and do something fully knowing that you should consult your husband, but deciding not to. And in the process of doing what you're doing, knowing you should have consulted him, hey, a hiccup happens. And guess what? Now you have to go to him to get his opinion, advice, and direction as to what you need to do. And what's his words of advice to you? Why did you not come to me first? And again, that is pretty much the journey that I went on in regards to starting this business. I felt like really and truly I needed to consult God initially, and I didn't do that. I did that in the process of the journey rather than in the beginning of the journey. But this video, I just wanted to stretch and plead the point of, before you start anything, any journey, just make sure you consult God about it. Fast and pray and just get into communication with him and really seek him in regards to like the area that you're trying to pursue. That will save you so much trouble. Again, in the journey of anything, you have the ups and the downs, but I find that walking with Christ, walking with Jesus on anything is, things will happen. Even if you go through things, a way would be made, things will be made, but the journey is so much easier with him by your side, guiding and leading you. Again, when you try to do things on your own accord, sometimes the journey is a lot harder, draining and stressful. Again, everything comes with its ups and downs, but with God by your side, all things are possible and it's a smoother ride. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm doing a series where I'm just helping people, giving out knowledge and giving out free advice. And again, if you have comments, put them down below. If I have the opportunity, I want to answer all your questions. If I'm able to be a resource to you, again, I might do videos in regards to the questions that I have people asking. But again, stay tuned for so much more in regards to this business series on how to start a business one-on-one for beginners. Again, I want to keep these videos sweet, short, and spicy. So again, you're going to be seeing a flooding of how to start a business. Maybe that's your sign. But what do I want you to do? I want you to speak to the one above before you go ahead in the process of anything. But again, guys, let's go on this journey together, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.